Hi, but it is only 25 days left until competition. And I want to start this by saying today I am extremely tired. I haven't been it the whole day, but now I am extremely tired. I've been at home fixing my outdoor gym. Last session it broke, and I actually have a full video of me building it, explaining the reason why I'm even training outside in the first place, and it's just a totally different story. So I've done a full video of that is going to be coming out in the near future as well, so that's something to look forward to. But I am extremely exhausted because I've spent probably 6 hours outside just building, filming, talking, thinking a lot of how to make it the best possible way. But it turned out pretty good, so that's something good. Back to the training part today. It was supposed to be push. Knowing who I am and how I feel in the body today, doing a hardcore push workout is gonna be extremely rough, and most likely not gonna turn out the way I would like it to. And therefore I would switch it up and do a pull session instead, because I do feel way stronger in pull. Yesterday's session was a extremely short one, which means that I barely trained and therefore have a lot of strength in the front lever as well. So I think that's gonna be the better thing. What I've learned over these many years of training is that even if you feel like shit, you can always do something or switch it up. Just show the fuck up. And that's what I'm gonna do today, and what I do a lot of times when I don't feel that powerful. I change it. Sometimes it's not necessarily that you need to stick to the schedule, like exactly do what you planned. Go there and then feel like, all right, this is what I'm capable of doing, and then you do that. And that's always gonna be 10 million times better than not showing up and doing nothing at all. That's the plan for today. I read some comments yesterday. One comment I got was about breathing, and they noticed that I was breathing wrong when I did push. And I checked the video, and that was exactly true. When it comes to training and breathing, what you want to do is when you're performing the heavy thing, that's when you want to breathe out. So for example, in my case, I did planche push-ups and I was breathing in when I did the push motion, and that's wrong. I'm losing a lot of power doing so. That's something I'm gonna change, because I want to breathe in when I'm going down, when I'm not exhausted or when I'm not using my full power, and then when I'm actually putting out all the effort, that's when I want to breathe out. It's sort of this natural rhythm with the breathing, and that's going to be beneficial, of course, to increase the power and have stamina. But we'll see how energized I am today. Definitely not going to be as much of a talker today, because it's been the only thing I'm doing today, or the only thing I've done this whole day, and I am like really tired, so I'm gonna put all the effort in the workouts. It might be a bit faster one today, where it's just me trying my best and you will see me struggle a bit. That's most likely. One really positive thing though is that last week I had one of my, let's say, final exams in one of the courses, so I am pretty much done with that course. Of course, if I managed to pass the test, which I hope it went decent. And that means that at the moment I only have 2 courses, and then after I think maybe 2 or 3 more weeks I might only have 1 course. And this is something I've been really looking forward to for a while, because I've been extremely busy with studies and it's been taking a bit too much time, because I've been wanting to focus on other things like YouTube, like doing content and building community as well, which I mentioned before. And it just, I want that time because this is what I love to do. And sometimes studying is great. I had a good purpose to why I wanted to study before, but then I sort of got more and more into this fitness, more and more into social media, and my purpose changed. Like for me to study, I sort of feel like I'm wasting more time studying, because it takes away time that I could be putting into things that are still like, I'm still doing something with my time. It's not that I just want to quit school and then do nothing. I have a purpose to what I want to do, and that's why I sometimes get a bit frustrated when I have too much in school, because it's taking away time that I want to spend on other things. But the good news is that it's getting less and less now, and soon it's summer holidays and I'm done. then it's gonna be me full-time doing really what I love to do. And I think it's gonna be a big switch as well, because I can structure things, I can structure training. I'm gonna start to train earlier during the days. One thing mainly is because of energy. If I train early, I feel so much more powerful than to have a full day and then you train in the end of the day. It's just, I don't know, I get exhausted. So doing so, I think my training is gonna increase. I will be able to do way more videos, interactive, do not only vlogs, but also, of course, expanding the video, let's say, the video ideas and do other things as well, creativity. Something I really want to put the time on is the community that I've been mentioning before in the vlogs. I also have the waitlist in the description if you don't know what I'm talking about, or if you get interested and want to sign up. But I want to put all the effort there and build this community so that we can actually take it to a next level, for me to share even more knowledge and also to get more motivated, because now it's been a lot of me just talking to myself, but I want to see other people progress as well. I want to interact more with people, and I think community is definitely gonna have that, or it will have that. So I'm really looking forward to that time. And also the crazy thing is that when you have time and you just put 100% focus on something, it doesn't have to be for that long, but for a short period of time, let's say, you know, a few months. It may sound long, but if you put 100% dedication in something, just a few months, a lot of things happening, and that is crazy. And I'm not only talking about community, I'm talking about Instagram, YouTube, let's say my social media life in general. So when I give all in, I think a lot of things are gonna change as well. And with training, something I also look forward to, just to have this, you know, full day of just being able to plan. When do I want to train? How do I want to do it? Where do I want to do it? With whom do I want to do it with? And have that freedom is worth a lot. We are starting off with front lever pull up to top hold. Just gonna mark it like 1-2 seconds maximum top hold, then another pull up, and then do that 5 reps, and that's 1 set. I told you I felt a bit weak today, so let's see how the performance is. Definitely a bit rough on the holding part, but pull strength felt pretty strong. But top hold, pretty rough. Definitely slightly more power, especially in the top hold. Every time you do 1 set, it's sort of almost like warm up. Start to get some blood flow, muscles gets way more powerful. Maybe the first set is gonna be even better. Let's see. One thing that makes a huge difference is regarding the false grip. If I want to have a pretty solid top hold, having solid false grip is literally the most important thing. Of course, if you have insane strength, you can just hold a natural grip, but that requires a lot. So my focus now is pretty good false grip, and then hopefully the hold is going to be even better. I don't know, slightly better than the first ones, I think. First 3 reps I think is touch, then of course slight distance, but still pretty good. 1 on front lever, roughly 5 seconds. When I'm done with that one, do a front lever pull up, and then roughly like 2 second front lever hold, just to mark it. Last session I know this one was my weakness, especially on the left arm. I'm still gonna take a thicker band for that one, but starting off with a right arm, which is my strong one, and the one I'm gonna perform in competition. Felt way better than I thought it was gonna be, especially since I felt extremely weak today, so that was the good news. But that's only for my right arm. Let's switch it up. Let's switch up the band and do the left one as well. Might not look so beautiful, but it is time for the left arm. I did pick up the bigger, or set up the bigger resistance band, so hopefully I can still get a decent hold, even if it's my weak arm. Just like last time, of course, the pull up is going to be way easier because this band is not what I usually train with. That's why I do it slower, so increasing the intensity a bit, or the hardness, or what do you call it, the, let's say, level of the exercise. Make it just a bit harder since I'm getting so much help. So that set went surprisingly well. Even if the band is not helping that much, I think both my one arm was pretty solid. It's my strong arm. And then also the pull-up, especially the pull-ups, been getting extremely good lately. For the past weeks, I feel like the front lever strength is the one that has increased the most. Of course, a lot of progress in planche as well, but front lever has become way more solid, which is nice, because I love doing front lever. It's the first thing I learned out of planche and front lever. I really like to do it. It's my power move. So you can expect me to do a lot of front lever in competition, because I feel like most athletes have either planche that they really prefer, or they like, or are strong in, and some people have front lever, and it's pretty rare that they are, you know, similar strength in both of them. So depending on who I'm up against, I will try to show. Let's say I'm up against someone who's doing planche a lot. I will try to do my best in planche to show that, of course, I have some strength here, but then I will absolutely destroy with front lever to show that I have dominance, like on a broader scale within the static. And then I win the static points, and hopefully that will also give a lot of points for combos if I combine it with dynamics and everything. So that's the plan. So I really like that my front lever is strong, because I feel like more and more people are getting stronger and stronger in planche and almost lose a bit more in front lever. It might just be my opinion, but I feel like a lot of competitions, it's a lot of planche and a bit less variation in front lever. I don't know, maybe it's just my opinion, but that's what I feel like. This is a weird thing. I told you in the beginning of the video that I felt extremely weak. Now that I'm actually getting into it, a bit more blood flow, my mind is not really thinking of everything else that happened today. It's just pure focus here. I got my energy back, which is nice. So always show up, because a bad workout turns into a really good one. Pretty damn solid. Didn't feel any pain in the left shoulder as well, which is just on its own success. And now let's do some Victorian holds. Just like before, I'm gonna start off. The first repetition will be handstand down to the Victorian, and then the 2 other reps is just gonna be from a dip position, falling down. I'm really hoping this first repetition at least is extremely good form. Otherwise, I have hyped it up for no reason. I think the first one could have been pretty good form. The other ones I do, of course, feel that the bum is a bit tilted downwards. And in competition, of course, I'm not going to do 3 reps. It's just going to be 1 solid hold, but at the same time, now I'm really fresh. Doing a Victorian might be in the middle of combo, so I need to be used to not having full energy when performing. I even tried to point the toes. Someone told me that it gives better connection, and I agree, especially in planche as well, or in front lever. In general, when you point the toes, it's sort of your whole section from the, let's say from your bum down to the toes is getting activated, so it helps. And I do it from time to time, but the skills that I'm more comfortable with, I can have my foot 90 degree straight up. I think it looks a bit cleaner, that's why I do it. But connection wise, can help to point toes. So I try to do it now, but still heavy though. I think my stamina is going right here at the moment. The last one wasn't a good hold, but I tried to just push it a bit longer to compromise for the bad form. But now that one is done, let's move on. I'm actually gonna do chin-ups today, because last session we did the pull-ups. So since I'm doing alternating chin-ups and pull-ups, it's time for chin-ups. There's two reasons I always end with chin-ups or pull-ups. First one is because I wanna end with things that I can adjust the weight. So I always start with, the things I'm using my body weight, because I can't really reduce the weight at that point. And I want to be strong for those exercises. That's why I do these ones in the end. The other reason as well is because I really enjoy doing them. So I like to have the last workout or the last exercise is something that I look forward to. Because then, you go through the workout and you actually end with something that you enjoy doing. Just sort of a boost to push through it. I got myself 40 kg for chin-ups. It's the same as with pull-ups. I'm gonna aim for 8 to 10 reps. I'm just gonna see how it feels. I think we ended at 10 reps a few weeks ago when we did this the last time. Eight pretty solid reps. I'm gonna stick with 8. Probably could do 10 if I hang a bit and rest. But I don't want to push myself too hard now before competition. The goal is not to, grow insane mass or strength, basically just to get used to it. So this I'm doing for fun. It would suck if I were to get injured because I push myself in a exercise that's not even really contributing to competition. I have a bit harder time getting the rhythm right with chin-ups. In pull-ups, it's decent, I sort of have the same rhythm when I'm doing the reps. Chin-ups, I feel like it's more almost come to a dead hang and then do the new one. It's not as, it's not as much flow as with pull-ups. The final one. Oh yeah, considering this started off as a really rough workout and I just didn't have any power in the beginning, this ended up being a pretty damn good one. And this is once again show that even if you're tired as fuck, to be honest, if I didn't do the vlogs today, I preferably would have stayed home. But since I'm doing vlogs, since competition, since I'm who I am, I show up, I do the best, and usually it ends up being pretty good, because this of course was like a million times better than doing nothing. And tomorrow it's gonna be back with the push workout. I did switch places on them today. Doing a push workout that might still have been a pretty damn hard struggle. So I'm good. It was a good thing that I switched them up. And then get good rest today, come back tomorrow stronger and get that pledge. This week there's gonna be a lot of videos coming up, not only the vlogs, a few different ones as well. So make sure to like and subscribe if you don't want to miss them. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Ciao ciao!